Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Color X Malice. I don't know, my burp is just being really fucking weird. Like, as usual. You're fucking bizarre, bird. Anyway, like I'm doing it, he's just talking to himself, and I'm like, what are you doing? Anyway, so yeah, more Color X Malice, and we are in Sasazuka's route. And I don't remember what happened because I had to take a little bit of a break, because I've been rotating between this and Hakuoki because we're in the middle of Hijikata's route, and that was going to be forever. And then, but this one's also forever, so it's like this one being as long as it is in each route throws me totally off my normal game of record a route, then play a different game and record a route, then record it. Cause like I can't, like this could take fucking forever. So plus it's just the timing where I'm on this, but we're also replaying all of Hakuoki, and then and it's like, okay, so it's been like 2 days since I played, and I'm like, I don't remember what fucking happened. So anyway, like 2 full days. This is the 3rd day. I'm finally back, but yeah. So yeah, I think we'd invited Akito over for dinner, and Sasazuka pretended to be our boyfriend, and we had a touching moment with Kazuki, and now Sasazuka's in it forever because you can't leave us now. You're our boyfriend now. Which is just awesome because I love him. Yeah. But I still think I think Akito's involved. I really do. And I'm really glad we did not play this one. I'm really glad we got Enomoto's route by accident first. Because I did not want to get Sasazuka's route first. Anyway, I wanted to save him. And I'm glad we didn't because this would have just ruined it. So I'm still reeling over the whole thing. Like, no, Akito! Anyway. And Sasazuka and Akito went and got stuff at the store, and now that's right, yes, because Akito then was like, let's stay in contact to Sasazuka, who was like, what the fuck is up? Like, so we'll see what happens there. Seems suspicious. I don't know. After we finished eating the cream puffs that Sasazuka and Akito bought, Kazuki said he was going to have Akito stay over tonight and went back to his room. I'll also head out soon. All right, I'll take you downstairs. I don't really need to be walked out, but sure. He knows that I'm concerned about Akito, but he still has to respond in such a rude way. I'm his partner. He should be sharing information with me. Punch him in the nuts. Well, don't. That would hurt him. Just kick him in the shin a little bit. I hastily chased after Sasazuka as he put on his shoes to leave. So, how'd it go with Akito? For now, all I know is that he's not an idiot. Huh? Perhaps that many could go into detail. I touched the collar on my neck. Don't go looking so sad like that. We exchanged contact information. Huh? He's the one who suggested it. I didn't see any harm in it, so I did. I see. I wondered why Akito wanted to stay in contact with Sasazuka. I was really curious. Can you make sure you tell me what happens later? If it's necessary. Please. After my conversation with Kazuki earlier, impatience was welling up inside me. I'm just so tired of you goddamn asshole men! I have to do something quickly. Kiss him? Oh, I was like, oh, we're getting a CG? What's she gonna do? Even if my music dreams are going to come true somehow, it doesn't matter if Shinjuku is like this. It's pointless to think about the future at all. It depressed me that Kazuki had such a bright future, but such a dark outlook. What's wrong? Sasazuka, if it's nothing, then I'm going home. Please wait. What's our plan for tomorrow? Nothing. I'll contact you if the situation changes. But we're running out of time. There's only 20 more days until X Day. We can't really afford to wait and see anymore. What are you trying to say? Sasazuka's eyebrows arched slightly. Even though I knew this would irritate him, I felt like I had to say it. You really can't just accept Minagishi's invitation. This again. But at this rate, I have my own plans. What else do you expect me to say? I really don't know why you started getting impatient all of a sudden, but don't try to force your agenda on me. Anyways, the hot pot was good. That's all. After Sasazuka said that, he immediately turned his back on me. Sasazuka, I called out after him. I won't pester you about rejoining the force, but just tell me this. What? Are you still trying to reestablish the swords and firearms control law even now? I'm only working to solve this case. If I need you to do it, then there's no way in hell I'll let you get away. Ooh, that sounds so sexy now. It was at the time, too. If those words that he said so forcefully that day still burned in his heart, then I'd still be able to trust him. As I stared at him plaintively, Sasazuka scrunched up his face in a puzzled manner. Seriously, what are you getting at? Please, give me an answer. Then Sasazuka sighed deeply and responded, Of course I do. You had me wondering what you were going to say because of that brooding look. Don't ask such dumb questions. I, I'm sorry, but I'm really relieved. For now, hearing that is enough to relieve me. Okay. Come here for a second, Poochie. I'm not Poochie, so I won't be going over there. Fine, then come here for 3 seconds, you dumb cat. It's about time you stopped calling me that, too. I said that, but regretfully obeyed him. After I walked a few steps closer, Sasazuka's hand roughly stroked my head. What is this? I know, right? I'm like, I love it, but what is it? What are you doing? I don't know why, but I feel like if you get pointlessly worried, things tend not to work out. Sasazuka? So give me a yes or yes answer. And just go to sleep and just clear your head, okay? This guy is... He was looking at me like he was upset, but this was probably his way of showing he was worried. In light of that, I just nodded in agreement. I understand. I told you to say yes. That wasn't a yes. Do both of you siblings fear using English? Are the words really important as long as the proper meaning gets across? Ah, okay. Got it. All right. Now I'm really going to go home. Good night. He just patted her head. That's so fucking adorable. He's such an adorable asshole. I can't even. He left, but I no longer felt lonely. I'll give it my all again starting tomorrow. Well, there was no point in me getting impatient. I fixed up my hair, smiled, and then returned to the apartment. Hi, Bird. Ooh, where is this? We've never seen this before. You know, it's probably because of all the incidents, but everyone's wound way too tight. Yeah. Mochita and I had gone to visit the areas that we couldn't respond to over the phone. People who were hysteric due to fear and anxiety often try to get us to come out by submitting false claims. Even though I understood their fears, trying to respond to so many false reports was mentally draining in a huge way. Well, you do a good job of fending them off, so that's helping me out a lot. I don't think I'm doing that much. No, I mean, I'm pretty used to dealing with punks and brats, but I have no idea how to handle women who are freaking out. I'm just hearing them out. That's enough to ease their anxiety. That's difficult for me. I'll be relying on you for that, Hoshino. Try opening your ears, dumbass. Anyway, okay. I'm not particularly good at it either. I split off from Mochita and returned to the station by myself. I was hastily tucking into my bento box. Whew! There was only 30 minutes left of lunch break. What was the best way to use this time? That's the problem. Sasazuka still hadn't contacted me yet, so that probably meant that he had nothing he thought I could do at this moment. Then I have to find something to do on my own. It wasn't good for me as a partner to be so completely reliant on Sasazuka. What was something I could do in the station nobody else could? Maybe I'll try going to Minagishi. Sasazuka didn't seem to have any intention of being reinstated right now, but Minagishi would probably like to know that. The problem was, how much information would I be able to extract from Minagishi? There's no point in dwelling on it. I'll try heading over. When I arrived at Investigations HQ, Minagishi was deep in conversation with someone. I feel like I've seen them before. Hey. Seen some shit. Just as... just love it. He's got that face. Just as I was thinking that, suddenly my eyes and Minagishi's eyes met. Do you have business with me, Hoshino? I'm sorry. It's not important, so I'll come back another time. No, it's fine. We were actually just talking about you. Morioka, allow me to introduce you. This is Officer Spacey Hoshino. Morioka, he's the Division 1 chief. Hajime Morioka. Morioka, Division 1. So you're the one, huh? Pardon my manners, I'm Officer Spacey Hoshino of the Special Regions Crime Prevention Office. How's Yanagi doing? I think he's doing fine. That's right, if he was Division 1 chief, that meant he was Yanagi's former superior. If Minagishi knew about us, then that meant that Morioka also knew about us. Haha. That'll be sexier when we're in Yanagi's route, but anyway. I have to brace myself. I swallowed my breath as I remained cognizant of the caller's presence. How's Sasazuka doing? Uh, um... It looks like an uphill battle then. I tried stirring him up a little, but it seems he's harder to crack than that. He was probably referring to the recently increased network security at the station. That impudent boy, huh? If he and Yanagi are going to be playing investigations, they should just return already. The words playing investigators, that's what he said. I didn't know how to read. I don't know how to read. You know this. The words playing investigators made me chafe a bit, but I felt like it was more prudent to swallow my tongue for now. Minagishi laughed wryly. Even so, I still want Sasazuka back here at the station. There's a lot of smartasses in cybercrime. I'll leave that up to you. Thank you. Well, as long as you're here, I have another item on the agenda I'd like to put in your hands. What? I was thinking of getting her, Shino, to try interrogating Soda. What? In stark contrast to my wide-eyed reaction, Morioka seemed to be convinced, even though he was smirking a bit. Soda? Manabu Soda, the man brought in as a person of interest for the incident on the 7th. It was highly likely he was connected to Adonis. They want me to interrogate someone like that? No matter who's done the interrogating so far, they haven't gotten anything of value from him. So we might as well let an outsider with absolutely no experience give it a shot. Exactly what I was thinking. Can you give us permission? All right, do whatever you think will work. He shot me a glance after he granted permission. Permission. Did I almost say permission? What the fuck? I'm not expecting anything. Please avoid pointlessly agitating Soda. I think my existence will agitate him, but okay. Yes. Morioka left as he said that, and Minagishi flashed a big smile. Well, now that he's given us permission, let's get started. I'll be sure to tell your superiors that this was all my idea. Don't worry about that. That's not really the issue. Stunned by this unbelievable turn of events, I was taken to the investigation room with Minagishi acting as my guide. This seems a little weird that they're so... Like, she writes reports, and they're like, let's just give you this chance to do all this stuff. Like, does this seem weird to anyone else? Maybe it's just part of, like, moving the story along, but it just seems a little weird is all I'm saying. Don't be so nervous. It's not like I just asked you to interrogate without having some sort of plan. Oh, Shino, how much do you know about Manabu Soda? I don't really know how to measure that. All I know is what I've heard on the news. Good, that's all you need to know. All I'm expecting from you is that you put Soda at ease. We've had people interrogating for hours on end, and these X-Day matters tend to get a little bit intense. As a result, Soda's closed himself off. We can't get anything out of him like this. Well, what do you want me to do? Just lend him in here. Don't even bring up the incident. Have a good, long conversation with him. Do the same thing you do in the SRCPO. Calm the heart of those who distrust the police. Treat Soda the same way. Well, if that's what you need, then... It's said that proper usage of the whip and candy method is a key to successful interrogation. Whip and candy method? Is that like good cop, bad cop? I really wish cops would use the whip and candy method. So, like, you want to go in and play good cop, bad cop? I wish they'd be like, you want to play whip and candy? Like, I just feel like that would make cop shows just so much more adorable. Like, there's so much, like, you just want to be like, I'm imagining what's his face, the other dude. I've seen some shit being like, yeah, all right, you be the whip, I'll be the candy. Cute! I just want to hug you! Like, you know what I mean? I love it. Anyway. It looked like my job was to be the candy. And now that just sounds inappropriate. It'll be fine. I'll be waiting at the corner. What, is that alright, the corner? What, in the room, or? At least let me do that much. I'm the one who's trying to get you to do something outside of your normal job. Okay, I know the voice I give him is like all over the fucking map. But anyway, here he comes. Soda, please have a seat if you'd like. All right, I leave it to you. Yeah. Man, he looks totally disgruntled and scared and weirded out. I don't know. I ratcheted up my courage and sat across from Soda. Wait. Did we look up his voice? I think we did. Where is he? Do 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 do. Wait. I think we did. I think we did in the last part, and like he's done like a lot of games. So let's see what else he's been in. Has he been in anything that we've played? Huh. Oh my god, guys! We've already gotten our 6 degrees of code realized, but you can count him as well because he was fucking Hansel in Future Blessings. So remember the guy with the fork? And this is my sister Gretel and the fork. Yeah. That's the guy. Oh my god, that's fucking awesome. And it's even funnier because the code realized picture, like as you're scrolling down, is right next to the Calyrex Malice. So that's fucking great. So there you go. He was in. That's amazing. Let's see what else. What else do we have? Anything else? Well, he's in Period Q, but we haven't played that yet, but so that's fun. I think that is it. All right, that's it. But he's a code realized boy technically. But anyway, nice to meet you. I'm Officer Spacey Hoshino from the SRCPO. Don't you enjoy when we do that? We take a little break to do that because I enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, too bad. We're gonna keep doing it because I enjoy it. Did I mention I enjoy it? Because I enjoy it. I've come here today because I wanted to have a conversation with you. Give my phone back. He doesn't really say anything else besides that. It's the only thing he's given him a chance to say. I mean, once his phone was taken away, he became completely disheartened. And now he just repeats, "Give my phone back," like he's a broken robot. I remember what Spacey said, and I chose my words carefully. Listen to the way I listen to people at the SRCPO. I needed to figure out his intentions first. Even simple complaints could change greatly depending on the context of the complaint. Sometimes I needed to feign ignorance in order to get people to tell me what they wanted. Why do you need your cell phone back? Soda lifted his head for the first time. I haven't logged in for 4 days. I finally leveled during the previous event, and if God isn't there, then the guild's in trouble. It's like he's playing an online game, but he's talking about Adonis. It's weird. Give my phone back. Hurry up and give me my cell phone back. What do you mean by log in? Game. You want to play a game? Why did you take it away? I'm trying to step up in my world. You don't know anything about this. Give my phone back. Give it back. Soda seemed to be talking to me, but it didn't quite feel like that was the case. He was trying to have a conversation. He was basically talking to... Oh, he wasn't trying to have a conversation. I was like, what? He was talking to him. He was basically talking to himself. Your job is to keep the conversation going. I hesitated a bit, but then I went for it. I can't give you back your cell phone, but I can play that... But can I play that game on my cell phone? Huh? I'm not too familiar with games, so I'm not really sure, but... I quickly glanced at Minagishi, and he was nodding at me with a knowing smile. I took out my own cell phone from my pocket. Soda's eyes were glued to it. If you want, I can lend you my cell phone while I'm questioning you. Why? Huh? Even if you do that, I'm not talking, because I didn't do anything. You're just trying to trick me into talking. You're just baiting me. You're all crooked. I wouldn't do that. Is my cell phone not okay or something? It can't play your game? Soda seemed conflicted, looking back and forth from my face to the cell phone. Then, Gimme! He stuck out his trembling hand. I nodded and handed him my cell phone. Well, and does it look like it could play the game? You don't have the app installed. I'm gonna download it. App? He deftly manipulated the cell phone, and for some reason he pushed it back to me. Huh? Put in your password. I looked at the screen, confused. It seemed that he needed my account password in order to download the app. I searched through the cobwebs of my mind, and I finally managed to enter the password. Fingerprint. Is this fine? Gimme! As Soda swiped my cell phone from my hands, he stared at the screen with a deep intensity. Sweat began to bead on his cheeks. It was like he was going through withdrawal. I looked over at Minagishi's direction, and he was looking at Soda intently. Here! It's here! Yahoo! Ignoring his odd yell, Soda was clearly abnormally excited about what he was seeing on the phone. Oh yeah! I'm so psyched! Yes! Music emanated from the phone, and Soda's body twitched in time with it. He almost looked like a child that had a toy given to him, just completely different than he looked moments earlier. Shit! My rank filled just like I thought! Goddamn stupid-ass cops! Soda? Ah! Just missed the damn bonus! Damn it! Shit! But please calm down. Here it comes! God descends! It was no use. He wasn't listening at all. I thought for a bit and stood up from my seat. Huh? What is it? Did you take your phone away already? No, you still have some time. Is it okay if you let me observe you playing the game? Observe? I stood diagonally behind Soda and stared at the cell phone in his hands. I told you earlier, but I don't really play games at all, so I want to learn how to play by watching you play on my phone. Learn, you say? Feudal! After all, I'm a god. Think about it. Just look. People that worship gods. You'd never reach my level, so you can't learn watching me. He showed me the screen as he said so. Thanks for waiting. God has descended. God's here! God is here! It's been a while, God! Uh-huh. This is definitely the evanescence of the world. Yeah. Looks like you're getting a lot of messages. Of course! Everyone's waiting for their god. This guild wouldn't exist without me. This god is you, Soda? Does he not know that he's working for Adonis? Is he motherfucking nuts? And like he thinks he's playing a game, but it's like fucking oh wow. I had a very decorated name. I'm called Shogu. Shogo. Did they go? Yeah. But everyone in the game calls me God. The reason? Huh? Because I'm just too strong. That's why. Wow, he's fucking crazy. So Soda called himself Shogo in the game, but because how strong he is, he claimed that the other players called him God. I'm getting tired of talking to him. As I smirked inwardly, I still quietly watched the screen from behind. He was clearly very used to maneuvering it, and although I didn't know what he was doing, I could tell that he was pretty skillful at it. That's amazing. So does that mean you just won right now? Of course. I'm the best. I don't lose. It'll take more than 4 days of rust to undo my expert headshot skills. I'm so amazing, that's why I'm a god. That's amazing. You don't get it, unranked fool. Huh? What? Is he calling me an unranked fool? Pretty much, yes. You understand it all. You don't understand at all. Pulling off headshots is extremely difficult. I make it look easy because I'm a god. Really? Watch, I'll show you. I'll summon this here, and then combo, get the timing right. Soda was trying to explain everything to me, but I wasn't getting anything at all. Sorry, it seems a little bit too complicated for me to understand. You don't play games or anything? I've never played them much. Wow, can't believe you're so out of it. Out of it? In this day and age, who hasn't played a game or two at all? Everyone has a cell phone, so I assume everyone would play a game. The Candy Crush doesn't fucking count, okay? Whatever. You're interrupting a god. Shut up and watch, Stone Age girl. Well, that's better than Poochie. Maybe. I don't know. I sighed at myself as I watched Soda get more and more immersed in playing the game on my phone. No, because Poochie is coming from the boy we love, so it's fine. I like Stupid Cat better, or Dumb Cat. Dumb Cat. I like that better than Poochie. Poochie was a cool cartoon and like shit back in the day, though. Does anybody else remember Poochie? Like she was like a little white dog with little pink spots, like she pink collar and like pink stuff. And it was like, Poochie was never that like really popular, I don't think. But like, there was like I think there was a cartoon. It's like, it was like way fucking old. Anyway, Hoshino, it's almost time. Yes. Not yet. Just a bit more. Not yet. Soda purposely turned his back towards me and focused on the screen. Soda, I'm sorry, but... No, it won't! Just let me play a little bit more. You say that, but... I look at Minagishi worried. Then Minagishi walked up to Soda while bearing a calm smile. Hand on shoulder. Mr. Soda, that cell phone belongs to her. If you do not return it to her, we'll have to add larceny charge to your list of crimes. Cops are such shits! So shitty! Your call. What do you want to do? I'll give it back. But just one more round. Please, just one more. Then give it back as soon as it's over, okay? Cops are such shits! Shit! As he muttered to himself, he never took his eyes off the screen. He just seemed completely abnormal. He really didn't want to let it go, but perhaps because Minagishi was nearby, he gave the phone back just as he promised. Stone Age girl, you coming tomorrow? Huh? That's... Come tomorrow. The next day too. Every day. And let me borrow your cell phone. She's a very busy officer, so it might be tough for her to stop by every day. But it would be different if you could at least talk a bit about the incident, Soda. Silence, huh? Might be tough to have her come back. Oh! Shit, shit, shit! This is so unfair! Give me back my cell phone! Give it back! If you get violent, that means more charges. Then at least log in every day, girl. What the master says is absolute. Master? I taught you, remember? Log in tomorrow and the day after. If you miss the anniversary event, I'll never forgive you no matter what. Never forgive. Internet slang used to show extreme hatred towards another. Internet slang. Uh-huh. Shit, shit! Can't believe I'm gonna miss out on that event. An event won't be exciting without the god. Why am I even stuck in here? Shit! Promise me, right? No matter what, at least just log in. Soda, it's time. It's an order, understand? I'll do my best. The investigators ordered by Minagishi takes Soda away. He kept looking back over and over, but once he left the interrogation room, he was sapped of all the energy that he had before. Thank you very much. You were a great help to us. Minagishi, I really couldn't do much. Was this really fine? You did very well. He actually said something other than give me back my cell phone. Huh? He's too cautious of us, so he'd never have shown his true self before. Perhaps we may ask you to do this again some other time. Don't you think you should investigate this quote-unquote game that he's playing? Because it seems a little suspicious, is all I'm saying. If I can help, then feel free to ask any time. I doubted whether my interrogation was really of any help or not, but if Minagishi said it was, there was no reason for me to dispute it. Even so, doubt welled up inside me, so Minagishi let out a laugh. By the way, you should try consulting Sasazuka about our interrogation today. Huh? I think he'd have a lot of insight about how to play games and how to handle people like Soda. Perhaps that was the purpose for this. He flashed a smile that offered no insight on his thoughts, then departed like, are you being fucking shady? Like, shade. No matter what his intentions were, I have to contact Sasazuka. I felt uneasy because it was exactly what Minagishi wanted, but I was clueless about games. He told me to log in, but I didn't have the slightest idea of what I needed to do there. For now, I tried texting Sasazuka for help. Are you free tonight? What is it? How should I reply? I want to see... Teach me how to game! Teach me how to game! No, the right answer is I want to see you, but... Teach me how to game. Paint me like one of your French girls. Really? Because you would think teach me how to game would be a little bit better and like, I want to see you. But he's starting to fall for us, so... I want to see you. My phone immediately notified me of a call. He's calling us? Sasazuka calling me immediately? He's like, what is it? I want to see you. Bing! What? Hello, this is Hoshino. Like, hi. Like, what are you thinking during work hours? Huh? See me? Are you an idiot? Was that bad? It's not exactly bad, but what is it? Yes, actually, I love that. He's like, what are you thinking during work hours? I'm just thinking of all the inappropriate things I'd like to do. That sounds like he's asking us, like, are you thinking of fucking me while you're at work? All the time. But what? No? Huh? What? I want to see you. He's like, it's not bad. It's just, what do you want? Because he's like, it's not bad. I really like it, but I love it. Yes, actually, I explained the Manabu soda incident, the promise I made with him, and how I had no idea how to play the game. Then, you, huh? Stop screwing around. You're being ambiguous. Huh? Huh? He hung up. For a while, I stared at my cell phone, dumbfounded. See? Oh, we just hurt his little feelings. Because we're like, I want to see you. And he's like, what is it? And you're like, okay, so here's the thing. So blah, blah. And he's like, God damn it. He's mad at us because he thought we actually just wanted to be. No, I just miss you. I just like you and I miss you. Oh, that's what he wanted from us. Oh, I love it. He's a little marshmallow. I love the marshmallows. I love the glasses assholes the most, but we don't have one of those, so. But he's also he would be the glasses asshole if he was wearing glasses. I like it when the glasses assholes are the assholes and the marshmallows kind of combine, but did I say something to upset him? Ambiguous. What is he? Then it suddenly clicked, and I reread the text I'd sent. Are you free tonight? I want to see you. I immediately squatted down in the hallway. This was so embarrassing I could die. Sasazuka's also probably pretty embarrassed as well. Come to the agency after you're done. With donuts. I appreciate it. As a token of gratitude, I pretended that I didn't notice anything. I'd also buy a bunch of donuts. I hope that would earn me some forgiveness. I dissipated the heat from my face with my hands, and I returned to the station. But also the fact that you were like, but shouldn't? You were like, oh my god, that's so embarrassing. But wouldn't you stop and be like, wait. But I said, are you free tonight? I want to see you. And he called me instantly like, what are you talking about? What are you thinking at work? What are you talking about? And you're like, oh, this. And then he got mad and hung up. You're like, oh, he wakes me. He wee wakes me. But she's oblivious. Spacey is oblivious. It was early afternoon, not a soul at the park. These days, children didn't leave the house, and all of the adults were working. If I didn't have anything to do, I would have probably stayed home or called Kazuki and went to Ishiki's place or something. Oh my god, is this Aikido? Because it's not us. But today, I didn't feel like doing that. You don't want them to feel the same way? You said something like that, right? I was thinking that it might be time then. Actually, I know for some time now. I didn't have a future anymore. Oh no, Aikido, yes you do! After a deep breath, I muttered softly, don't do it, Aikido! Okay, so Aikido is not Zero because, there you go. Zero, can I have a moment of your time? After a bit, a voice resonated inside my head. Oh, he does have some kind of a collar or something on. Or inside his head. They have like brain implants? Like what the fuck? Anyway. I'll never get used to this feeling. There's no one around, but I'm probably under police surveillance. I'm done for. I'm completely blown. At this rate, the plan on the 15th will... no, it's not that I don't want to. I'm just worried that I'll jeopardize the plan. Half of that was a lie. I understood that the most. The voice that resonated in my head laughed and said that resistance is futile. Oh my god, it's the Borg, guys! Is it Locutus from Borg? What is going on? I love it. I can't defy the voice. He gave me a favor, and I must repay it. Yes, if you say so, so it shall be. But what are you planning? You told me to make contact with Sasazuka. What? The voice told me something quite unexpected. What? I didn't think he had that kind of past. Then that means Zero probably... understood. All right, then I'll do just as you ask. My friend's almost here, so I'm done talking. The voice stopped. It was already past the point of no return. I was already... Even so, there was one last hope. Kazuki, I hope you at least don't throw away your dreams. In order to protect my last vestige of hope, I was trying to betray myself again. No, Akito. No, Akito. See? This is why, again, this is why I emphasize this is so much better to have not played this before Enemoto. Like, there really is a definitive, like, you should play Enemoto first, because otherwise it ruins it. Like, you love Akito so much, you're like, he's so great, then, wait, what? And now you just know, and it would just ruin him in Enemoto's Red if you knew this beforehand. You know what I mean? Because you get so used to him just being, like, your brother's best friend / secret boyfriend. I don't give a fuck, okay? I still ship them. But, like, oh, this hurts so much. No, Akito, we can't lose you. We love him so much. I stopped once before going into the agency. Like, he's like that awesome little side character. You're like, no! As long as my boyfriend doesn't die. But, like, Akito, no, I don't want you to get hurt either. I'm like, Okazaki, are you here? I looked around restlessly, but I don't see anyone that looks like him. I stopped once before going into the agency. That's that City Speaks fucking spot for you on the Spacey Go board, because that, I know it's not the city and I know it's not the wrong name, but that is like all sorts of wrong. I wonder if he isn't here today. I brought a lot of donuts, so I was thinking of giving him some, but I thought that was unusual, and then entered the building. No one else is here. He's like, everybody gets away. He's just there in a robe lounging on the couch, and you're like, the fuck? Hello, I'm here. Hey. Sasazuka was the only one in the agency. Oh, good, we get alone time with him. I love it. Get romantic. He extended his hands at the same time as his response, and he nodded as if he was satisfied after I handed the bag with donuts in it. I shouldn't be thinking that this is kind of cute. I wasn't about to make Sasazuka lose face while he was trying to play it cool, so I also try and pretend to keep my cool. What? It's nothing. I see. Yeah. He turned away and began to eat the donuts. It looked like Sasazuka's cheeks were a bit red, but I focused hard to pretend I didn't see. Well, take out your cell phone. Yeah. I took out the phone and handed it to him. Sasazuka looked at the screen and said, oh, this game. I play it sometimes too. Okay, so it's not an Adonis game. Are we sure, though? Are we sure it's not? I don't know. Like, what? You too? It's pretty popular. Because of the August case, that game shut down, so a lot of people switched over to this. I see. For someone who didn't play games on their phone, it was all Greek to me. I'll connect to it for a bit. Sasazuka connected my phone to the PC and began to type on the keyboard. The user ID is still in there, so I'll just extract the password. That way I can use it from my cell phone too. I see. Didn't even think of a creative password. Kami Manabu 0116. His birthday. Huh. Lame. That reminds me, he kept saying something about being God or something during the interrogation. Done. I'll give it back. Thank you. After I accepted my cell phone, Sasazuka began to nibble on the donut once again. Were you hungry? A little bit. Oh, I did eat dinner. I just like how he's just like, when they show him with the thing, he's got the bag of donuts. I just love it. This guy really eats a lot. Where does he put it? He's so fucking skinny. What a fucking prick. Although unlike you, I don't expand outwards. What do you mean? Exactly what I said. Anyways, back to soda. Was he saying anything else? He's saying douchey shit like that to piss us off, to push us away because he's in love with us. Whenever your ass is fat, I'm gonna fucking sit on you and you're gonna like it. That sounds really gross. As he deflated his comment, I staunched my anger and recalled the conversation. He was... Wait, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be him. He was just talking about the game. His signature move was a headshot, and that the event wouldn't be fun without the god. Anything else? Also, he showed me how to play the game for a bit. He showed me quite a bit, but I had no idea what was going on at all. When I told him that, he called me a Stone Age girl. Well, he's not wrong. You too, Sasazuka! Stop getting upset every sentence. Continue. You say continue, but that's all he talked about. He wasn't interested in anything but that. I think he was extremely upset about an anniversary event or something. Then Sasazuka took out his own cell phone and turned on the game app. Oh, right. The 1-year anniversary event is starting the day after tomorrow. Is that really that important? For hardcore players of the game, yeah. They announced that they'd be adding S-rank characters and super abilities for the event. And they were also doing limited edition items and anniversary loot boxes as well. Serious player won't want to miss it. I didn't understand it all. Perhaps that all showed on my face. Sasazuka sighed and made an irritated look. You're seriously at the level where someone could call you a Stone Age girl. You might think that, but I can live without ever playing a game. Spacey, you get out of here! Okay, playing a game like that on my phone. I play Romancy Atome games, asshole. Because of guys like you! And then we romance guys like you, and then we wonder why we're single. It's just easier, to be honest. That's exactly why we're single. It's just easier. I'm just saying that there's some people in the world who can't. Soda's a perfect example. Hardcore gamers will give up on sleep and food to keep playing. Huh? Oh, what about work or school? Fuck work and school! I would do this all day if I could. There are some people who keep control, but people like Soda are called disabled. They basically choose to live like a NEET. Disabled, a derogatory internet slur used to describe internet or game addicts whose entire world is online. That's not nice, because now you're just making, like, disabled a derogatory term, and now we're like, look! Stop! Just to play a game? There are a lot of addicts like that. But you may not understand them, but if you're planning on interrogating Soda and cozying up to him, you should probably study a bit. Study games? No, not the games. You should study the mental states of gamers, especially the addicts. I'll give you a quick lecture and you can form some ideas on your own about it. Okay. I didn't really care all that much about it, but if Sasazuka said that it was needed, then I'd give it my best shot. Plus, I like listening to him talk and staring at his face. No. So what's the difference between online gamers and regular games in the first place? Online games and regular games in the first place. It's in the name. It's an online game. You can play with people all over the world on their servers. Depending on the type of game, users can talk to each other and even cooperate to beat it. And Soda is playing a game like that. Sounds kind of difficult. It's not really. In fact, there are a lot of games that have really simple controls. Anyway, what's important right now is not how the game works. You should be focusing on the communication between users. Through the in-game chat, toxic players and behaviors started emerging. I'm sure you can tell why, right? Because men are assholes? Well, and women. Okay, people are assholes. I shouldn't say men. Like, hashtag not all human beings. Most people. All human beings. As he asked, I responded, financial problems. Is it because of social problems? Yeah, correct. That's what the root cause of the August case was, too. There was an online bullying case, right? I didn't really understand the specifics, but... Really? You don't know? Just remove the online part and then try envisioning it. Think of it from a bigger perspective. People argue over stupid things, and over time the arguments build up. That may be true, but... What? You didn't have fights in class when you were in school? Me? Not really. But in certain circles I heard that there used to be fights and blow-ups. Okay, so it's the same as that. It means that even in the virtual world online, people are still people. In the minds of the addicts, for internet or game addicts, actions in their space take on far greater impact. A lot of those people are pretty dissatisfied with the real world most of the time. That's why they get drawn into virtual worlds. That's why we play Romancy Atome games. Because the real world sucks and these are better. There's usually a happy ending, unless you're playing Seven Scarlet. At least in the virtual world, they can become as strong so long as they have money and time. That's the important part. But you can't have money without a job, and you're not going to have a job if you have a game addiction, and then you need money to feed your game addiction, but you don't have a job. And so. Is that... I thought for a bit and asked... I was gonna say, taking it out on the game. Escape from reality. I know that's the right choice because of the guy, but as soon as it popped up, I'm like, escape from reality. Yes, like taking it out on the game. Isn't that just escaping from reality? In a sense, that's true. But I don't think it'll change anything, even if they do that. No, but it makes you feel a little bit better. I agree with that too. But if it's someone who was that rational, they probably wouldn't become an addict. As he brushed off his comment, that's not him saying anything. That's us thinking it. Okay. For fuck's sake, it's getting confusing when you get, like, what are you on? Are you on crack, Tim? Are you drinking while you're doing this? Jesus. As he brushed off his comment, I swallowed my words. They are trying to live in the virtual world where it can change easily. Wait a minute. As he brushed off his comment, I swallowed my words. They're trying to live in the virtual world where it can change easily. I feel like part of this is him continuing to speak. They're trying to live in the virtual world, and this was like, as he brushed off his comment, I swallowed my words. They're trying to, or somebody's saying this. At least for someone like Soda, he feels like that world is his only bright spot in life. Keep that in mind, first off. Yeah, the reason Soda keeps calling himself a god is because it's the only thing he can be proud of. Society in the game is much like it is in real life, where powerful people attract attention. When he was playing the game, he became a lot more lively all of a sudden. Bulletin board? What? Even there, it looked like there were lots of people who were getting excited over seeing his posts. She just says bulletin board? It would be good if it was actually the case. What? The game that the game that the August case centered around was also a similar type of game. This is really disjointed and hard to follow because you're talking about this game, but then it's gotten screwed up so many times with who's saying what in like non-complete sentences, and it's just players join groups called guilds, and the members in it all work together to progress through the quests. People flock to strong players on the boards. Working a strong ally will make their life easier. Oh, what's the problem with that? In these games, you can generally also send personal email between individuals. This creates an avenue for bullying. A lot of people like to pay lip service in public and then demean the power users in the personal emails. That's not very nice. Neither is bullying, girl. Jesus, welcome to the club. Once again, it mirrors real life. Just look at the police force. Underlings are always licking the boots of the higher-ups, but get a few drinks in them, and the insults start flowing. True. Once he put it that way, I started to get an idea of the game world. That's every corporate office, by the way. Like, no, that sounds like a great idea. And then behind their back, you're like, I swear to fucking God, any moron with half a brain would know that's the stupidest fucking thing ever. But you don't say certain things because you're not the one getting paid 4 times more than your salary to make stupid decisions. Even in completely fictional worlds, because interpersonal relationships are involved, you'll still see the same problems. And when those sorts of problems occur, the deeper the player's addiction, the greater the damage will be. It's kind of sad. I don't know too much about games, but I think if someone I held dear betrayed me, it would probably be very painful. Well, yeah. But don't empathize with him too much. Huh? Like we said earlier, in the end, this is all just an escape from reality. If they really wanted to confront their problems, they wouldn't be so dependent on a simulacrum? Simulacrum? I don't know what that is. Anyway, that's true, but besides, for someone like you, it's better if you're at the point where you don't quite get it. Why do you say that? You're a very obvious sucker. I bet you're actually feeling a bit sorry for Soda now, aren't you? That's learning to help investigate and learning until you empathize with a criminal are different. I'd like to believe that I understand. Ooh, and that level of knowledge is fine. Just let a clear division for yourself. If you don't, you'll end up hurt. Oh, so you're worrying about me now? Because you're an idiot. Stop saying those kinds of things. Well, it's a fact. Fine. I'll share my donuts with you, so cheer up. Yeah, he's like, well, you are an idiot. I'll share my donuts with you, because he fucking loves us. You fucking love us, you goddamn son of a bitch. God, I love him so much. Again with the feeding. What? You don't want it? I want it. Feels like if I go against the flow here and don't accept it, I'll get sulky. However, I couldn't deny the slight comfort that these little exchanges gave me. After I accepted the donut, I took a bite out of it. The sweet taste of the donut combined with Sasazuka's slight kindness made it seem like it tasted better than usual. Applying Sasazuka's lesson, I now got a much better view of what Soda was saying during the interrogation. I had a very decorated name. I'm called Shogo. But everyone in the game calls me God. The reason? Because I'm just too strong. That's why. He can only be strong in the virtual world. For him, that was the identity he wanted. It wasn't that I didn't pity him. However, if he was someone who committed murder in an X-Day incident, I couldn't sympathize. No matter what his reasons are, that doesn't justify killing people. If there was an opportunity again to question Soda, then when that happens, I'll just be myself. No more, no less. In order to accurately find the truth, communication without any preconceptions was probably the best course of action. Free-to-play app has been added. Oh, I forgot to read so many of the materials. Let's read so many of our materials. 2 years ago, on December 16th, Tomoki Ogata mediated a scuffle between Yasuhiro Ishiki and a drunkard at a station platform. It was initially believed the drunk man was purposely pushed onto the tracks, killing him, leading to Ishiki's arrest. Yuta Fuji of the Shinjuku Police Department was there at the time and made an arrest. A follow-up investigation showed that Fuji wanted to make a name for himself, so he altered eyewitness testimony. After this incident, Ishiki's professional debut was cancelled, and Okada lost his job and family. Rumor has it that there was a forced confession during the interrogation, which indicated there were issues within the police force. The police officer that made the mistaken arrest is the one murdered in the May X-Day incident. These two were suspected, but cleared when their alibis checked out. I love reading this in like the tour guide Spacey voice because this just makes it so much more disturbing. The CD released by Yasuhiro Ishiki, a solo musician. 2 years ago, Ishiki had a promising career as the lead vocalist for his band Kaimu. Kazuki seems to have more association with him than a normal fan would. Kazuki's note. A handwritten note found in Kazuki's room. It seems that they're lyrics written by Kazuki. The lyrics have been transcribed in a purely precautionary measure. Darkness consumes my world every day. I won't let anyone get in my way. My dream world, I'm almost there. Just a bit more and I won't care. Reject the adults and their selfish agenda. You don't care, don't even pretend to. Because you know that's how, because it's supposed to rhyme. Adults who need them. I just want freedom. That is such an angsty teenager fucking thing. Because, like, you could write it without talking about, like, adults, man, adults suck. And it's like, that's so not going to age well when you're, like, 45 singing that, is all I'm saying. You think it sounds cool now when you're, like, well, 18, you are an adult, but okay, I get it, you're in high school. But, like, it's not going to age well with you down the road. Fan mail. Fan letter thought to be for Kazuki. The sender's name is Hana. She writes in gal scrawl, or Gyaru emoji, which makes it difficult to decipher, but it reads as follows. Thanks for your performance today. This is Hana. Heart. It was my first time to ever hear you play guitar. You rock. You killed it up there. If Hiro-kun teamed up with half-assed garb musicians, I was going to ignore the band. But you passed my test. Hee hee. Big circle. Hiro-kun is still my bae, but you're moving up my list a little. Am I naughty or what? Tee smiley face. But that just means your future is bright, Kazuki. Heart. I'll keep cheering you on. I'd love to chat more when we see each other next time. I'd be so happy if you remembered who I was when you see me. From your first fan ever, Hana. Fucking love Hana. I love the side characters. They're great. Calendar. A calendar found in Kazuki's room. Some days are filled with rec or practice, so it's likely related to Kazuki's band activities. In bold letters, it reads, Big concert on December 9th. Free-to-play app. a cell phone app that recently exploded in popularity and was then ported to the PC. Players cooperate to complete quests and events to level up. By paying money, they can obtain weapons and items that make progress in the game easier. This game has a reputation for allowing pay to win tactics, so the more money the player spends in game, the stronger they are. Other players began referring to these high spending whales as gods. I was going to say whales, waiting for that to come, but yes. After one game was shut down due to its connection to the August X Day incident, many players jumped ship to this game. You're welcome. That hurt. After the break in conversation, Sasazuka went into the other room and brewed some coffee. We should check those every single time while it pops up so I don't have to do 100. I was going to do it, but after he told me that the other room was Yanagi and Enomoto's living area, I felt like I would be intruding. Yes, they sleep in the kitchen. That's the fucking messed up part. Do you take sugar, milk, or anything? Black is fine, thank you. I accepted the mug with steam wafting off the top. Then Sasazuka started pouring in a lot of sugar and milk into his coffee. I know, seriously, like, you're the boy after my own heart. Milk and creamer and some Splenda. Black coffee. I couldn't help but gawk at the sight, which made Sasazuka bristle. Don't act like you're mature just because you take your coffee black. It's a personal preference, okay? Seriously, black coffee doesn't make you tough. Just makes you bitter, literally because it's bitter. But I can't also drink it like super, super sweet. It's weird. That wasn't my intention, but you must really have a sweet tooth. The brain needs glucose, so sugar's great for me. Now that you mention it, some people do say that chocolates and sweets are good when you're using your head. That's right. It's not like I can't drink coffee black, but if I'm gonna work overnight, it really hits my stomach hard. Working overnight in and of itself isn't good for your body in the first place. Our small talk was interrupted. Cock block! I like that. Coom! Takeru! Sorry! He got away! Okazaki? Panting heavily, chest heaving, I was greeted by the sight of Okazaki. He seemed distressed for once. What happened? Ah, Spacey! I see you're here also! Okazaki shot a glance at Sasazuka. Sasazuka nodded, and they left the room. What exactly should I do here? I was the only one not included here. Okazaki. When Sasazuka finally came out of the other room, he threw a bottle of mineral water to Okazaki. Thanks, I appreciate it. It looked like Okazaki had been running for a while, and he was really thirsty. He gulped down the bottle of water. So, what's the situation? It was a well-constructed, calculated crime. It looks like they anticipated our moves as well. So it seems. If that wasn't the case, there's no way an amateur like Akito could lose you two. Akito? Surprised by suddenly hearing the name, Sasazuka explained it for me. I had Okazaki and Yoshinari watch Akito Sara just in case. If he's in league with Adonis, then I figured that he should act a certain way after he approached me. Then when you said escaped... Yeah, I was talking about Akito Sara. Although there was nothing I could do in that situation. It's still pretty annoying. Tell us what happened in detail. Alright. Akito went outside once around noon, and I think afterwards he ate with his classmate. He was at home for a while after that, but he went outside again when it was night. I think it was around 7 p.m. Okazaki continued on about the situation in detail for us. Boom! Look at it, makes it super loud. Oh, Okazaki's a bird. On 12th day 13. Oh my god, he's I just assumed that he was heading towards Spacey's brother's place, but apparently that wasn't the case at Spacey's place. It's not my brother's house, it's my house. Maybe they're meeting up. Could be. But I kind of have a bad feeling about this. My instincts are usually right in these situations. If you say so, then I'll prepare myself. Yes, please do. We can't let him escape no matter what. If he's really connected with Adonis, then catching him would be the biggest breakthrough we could hope for. Oh, that was me as Okazaki. I read that wrong anyway. Is that okay, though? Our mission's to watch Yanagi and the others. I'm sure you realize that mission is just a pretext. Besides, what they're mainly looking for is correspondence in accordance to the circumstances. Haven't I taught you anything? I know. I'm just making sure just in case. Please, I get a really bad feeling about this. I was walking while keeping an eye firmly on Akito, who was walking ahead, when suddenly I felt an imposing presence that chilled my core, and I reflexively swung my right arm. Kuh! You're just here to buy time. Yoshinari! Got it! I watched Yoshinari running at full speed, and I confronted the black-clad ne'er-do-wells in order to dispatch them quickly. Die! Unfortunately, I won't die that easily. We got an Okazaki CG. Like, whoa! Kill him! Ooh, Okazaki is pretty tough. Ha! He's like literally kicking the shit out of them. That hurt my throat. I don't have any time to waste dealing with you guys. I left the trio behind in a heap on the ground and immediately began running. I needed to catch up to Yoshinari. He was tailing Akito in my place. Faster! At this rate, Adonis members may already be at Akito's. Guys earlier didn't have guns, but... Then I stumbled upon Yoshinari. Yoshinari! In the middle of the street, directly in front of me, right around the railroad tracks. I saw Sarah get into a black van and immediately speed off. Sir! I know. I leaned forward onto the roadway in order to determine the model and license plate. A concealed plate. So this is as far as we get. Sorry, it was just one more step. It's fine. Anyway, are you hurt? No, it was a warning shot. I see. I glared in the direction of the van and realized that I could no longer chase them. I'll go to Takeru's place. I took care of the guys from earlier, but if there's any more, I leave them to you. Understood. Yeah, I know, I'm messing up Yoshinari's voice, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Afterwards, Yoshinari reported to Okazaki that the thugs had already cleared out. The van was a common car model and color, so they said that it would be difficult to track where they went afterwards. Yeah, it's a black van. I acted quicker than we expected. I'm really sorry. You warned us repeatedly. It's not that we were caught off guard. We were just outnumbered this time, huh? It seems like an accurate assessment. But now it's confirmed that Akito Sera is a member of Adonis. My body shuddered from the announcement because I didn't want to accept this. I know, I don't want to accept it either. Akito redeemed himself in Enomoto's route by calling off the bomb. Though I thought about other possible explanations, all the other factors only added up one way. Spacey-chan, are you okay? Yes. There's no point in shying away from reality. Now that it's come to this, we need to report the news about Akito Sera to the police. In regards to that, I'll go ahead and tell the higher-ups. Although, Takeru, the report about Akito will also have to include reporting about your affiliation. Is that alright with you? It can't be helped, but whether I'll go back is a different story. So stubborn. Okazaki laughed bitterly, but I felt like this was not the end of that particular discussion. Oh, Spacey, you should also watch out for yourself. Huh? In regards to your brother, if HQ gets wind of Akito, he'll also be a person of interest. Kazuki! Basic procedure calls for detaining friends. Honestly, I don't think it can be avoided. Kazuki and Akito would definitely be considered close friends. To think that his close friend was actually connected with Adonis. What should I tell Kazuki? For now, don't say anything. Your little brother's also pretty hot-blooded, so he might cause unnecessary trouble. If he's going to be interrogated, they'll contact you, the older sister, first. When that happens, tell me immediately. Okay. Takeru, I'm thinking of keeping watch on her little brother right now. Is that alright? Yeah, I'll leave it to you. Okazaki's going to guard Kazuki? Just as a precaution. I don't think there's any reason he would actually get attacked, but... If Akito contacted him, your brother would definitely go help him, right? Yes. If Akito called out for help, I'm sure the Kazuki would barrel through any obstacle in his rush to help him. That's because they're lovers. In my world. Okazaki, may I trouble you to do this? Of course. I'll protect your brother no matter what, so stop making that face. Though, considering what happened this time, just watching from the outside might not cut it. In order to do so, I might need to set up at your place. Sorry. No. You, make a spare key just in case. All right. For now, I have to protect Kazuki. If it's for that, then I'll do anything. The countdown draws near, and they've started to get more active. The only thing I can do is to protect. Everything else is up to you two. I know. Sasuzuka is deep in thought about something. Ichika, please try and understand Kazuki. You guys are going through a rough patch right now, but Kazuki definitely doesn't think you're getting in the way of his dreams. Yeah, my guitar playing is just average. If I'm amazing, Akito's composition is godlike. What? Akito, you're a music composer? I just roll around with it a bit. Akito, you're breaking my heart. Not just a bit. Even Ishiki liked your songs. I couldn't help but feel sad that two friends who cared about each other so much were going to have to part ways like this. Your songs. I think Akito wrote those lyrics that we found, not Kazuki. Why did this happen? Almost involuntarily, I touched my neck with my trembling hand. I was certain that the person on the other end of the collar was observing my actions even now. It scared me to the bottom of my heart. Okay, perfect. I was like, are we going to end this? Like, nope, we can't read this. We're going to read the X-Day incident report for August in the next part. So I'm going to... No! 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 You don't get to do that to me. We'll read that when we come back in the next part. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.